It is Susie, and I hope everybody's having a good day. I do want to do a little project with the latest Your Creative Studio box. It was actually the December box. The card said February, but Amanda had let me know that was the December box. So they had some trouble with their shipping because of COVID, and anyway, so the boxes were delayed, and anyway, that box was actually the December box. So I loved this box. I absolutely loved this box. I wanted to show you. I did stamp some of the little stamps there, and just kind of wanted to show you. I like to stamp them first before I actually use them, to get them nice and inked up. And so anyway, there was that. But what I thought I would do, and this is just going to be a little quick something. I had actually purchased these at Walmart. They are the Pen and Gear, and they're just little personal notebooks. They're just little tiny, not tiny, but smaller than a composition. I was going to measure it, but it should say the size. Yeah, it's a 5.8, which is probably a 5 3/4 by almost 8.5. So anyway, they're just a cute a little notebook. And so what I thought I would do was make a little something to go on this. And I actually had two different things. I was kind of just playing around with the wings. So I used the paper dolls. When I see those wings, it just I just think paper dolls. So I love doing the wing paper dolls. So I thought I would do one. Let's do these little girls right here. So I thought I would just do a little winged little girls here. And so I think I will use, maybe I'll use that one. So what I do when I do the winged paper dolls, and I see I have kind of a shadow. I don't know that I can get rid of that shadow. It's just that time of the day. And so what I do is I just kind of cut the little butterflies in half. And if I had the two little girls here, what I'm going to do is I'll just kind of put a wing behind each one. Like this is what I would do. And I'll cut off those little antennas there. But I would just put a wing like that behind each one. You know, if I'm doing it with one of the girls here, the bigger ones, then I still cut them in half. And I just place the wings kind of where they're, you know. Let's cut off the little antennas, because we don't need those on these when we're doing the we just don't need that showing. So then what I do is I just grab and it will take Fabri-Tac on these, and I would just do it like so. You know, and that just is so easy to do. Just glue it on the back. Now these I didn't think these were sticky, but they actually are. Here we go. All right, so they are sticky. They are a sticky backed thing. So if you just want to put them right on the page, you can. So anyway, so what I wanted to do is I think I'm going to do the little girls here, and we're going to just make them with the little wings. So what I do is I just put a little glue on the back of my, and then just kind of eyeball here. Whoops. Kind of eyeball here where I might want those wings. So and just as soon as I get it kind of in position, there's my little wings right there. And that's pretty much how I do it. I just half the butterfly, just cut it apart, and then just kind of place it where I want it. So there's our little winged paper dolls. And then just let it dry. All right, so what I have got is I thought it would be fun. I actually am going to do two different things here, but I'm only going to do one book. But what I thought would be fun is if I took... Now, this is a 49 in Market. They have these frames, and I have actually cut this down a little bit. It had a real wide side and kind of a odd spot up here. But these are the 49 in Market frames is what they are. They're just pre-made frames. And what I thought would be fun would be to just kind of put her on here like this. And then possibly just grab a little, you know, maybe a couple of little butterflies here. Maybe have them going up the side or something like that. You know, maybe here and here. Just something of that nature. And it would just be a cute little book and kind of decorate the inside. I think that one might be a little bit smaller. So something to that effect is what I'm thinking, and just have fun with a little book here. So let's go ahead and we're gonna, let's just go ahead and, now on the 49 in Market little frames, they are already stitched. I did not stitch those. They are absolutely already stitched, so they're kind of a fun little okay. All right. So then I'm going to take my little, yep, and I do want her legs hanging out. That's exactly how I want her. They actually have bigger frames than this, but I'm just using a smaller frame. So we're going to kind of go ahead and get her stuck down a little bit where she needs to be. Okay. And you could peel off the back of the butterfly wings and go ahead and let them self-stick, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stick them down. Okay, so let's get her foot there, get her foot there. All right. And this is just a quick project. And it would make a fun little notebook if you just want to journal little notebooks. This is just a little notebook is all it is. I run across these a couple of months ago. I shared them on Sophie's notes. And because Walmart didn't carry these, I just happened to find them. So, all right, let's get the frame put down. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac on my frame. All right. And let's just cover over. Now the paper as well is from, comes from the kit, that little background paper. Come from the your Creative Studio box. So everything I needed except for the paper dolls and the 49 in Market. My little butterflies are from your Creative Studio. All right, so isn't that cute? You know, and I could ink up the edges if I wanted. Would be fun. But I like that. And then I may even add later, I may even add some fabric for the spine to give it a little extra something there. All right, so there is a fun little winged paper doll. I love the color of these butterflies. And then what I thought would be fun, and like I said, these are the sticky back. So if we wanted to then take them off. All right. So what I thought would be fun is to maybe just put one on the back cover there. That is so darling. Okay, then I also have these big butterflies here. And I am going to use a couple of these. Maybe that. And that. Okay. So what I'm doing is I just want to make little, maybe even some dividers or something where it's kind of sticking out like a tab. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll take this, and I don't want it stuck a long way out. I just want it stuck a little bit out there. And we'll just make it a small tab there. And then I'm also going to leave this so if I wanted to make it a tuck, I could. And I'll probably go in and staple. Let me get my stapler. So I'm going to go in and get my staple and just give it a little staple to even hold it on a little better. Okay. And then I just usually just pick some random pages. I don't really count them. And then if I wanted to add another little butterfly here just for a tab. Just go in as a tab. Okay. And I use the Fabri-Tac in case I want to move it a little bit, I can. The reptile glue is very quick drying. And then I'm just going to take and then I still have a tuck if I want to tuck. Okay, and I'm going to add one more. Okay. Let's see here. Do I want this? I'm going to add one more. I kind of want them to be staggered a little bit there. Alright. So just add a little glue. I'm going to move it up a little bit. Okay. Let's okay. Alright, and so there is our little like tabs. That's kind of fun. Alright, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to stamp a little bit with my stamps. Now this would be fun if I was to make a little, I could just make a little pocket there. Or I could almost even make it, well, I hate to do it on the front page. You know what? I'm going to put it on the back. I'm going to put this little pocket right here on the back. So we're going to make this just a little pocket. So I'm going to just try to use a little bit of glue because I don't want to, I don't want to take up my whole pocket there with a big glue edge. I want to get as much of it as I can. And how about we just make that a little pocket right there in the back. And then you could put a couple of little receipts or something that okay, and you could use that as a little receipt. Looky there. Okay, and that's just going to be a little pocket. And then I want to stamp a few of the pages. So I could use these these stickers if I wanted to. I do think I'm going to add, maybe I'll add the little girls there. So that would be fun. So let's go ahead and add theirs. I just want to make a fun little notebook for myself. Let's add a little, yeah, those are cute. Add some of the little girls, and I'd love to just ride around those little girls there. How fun is that? Okay, and then maybe towards the back, maybe add the lady here. She doesn't have any feet. That's the only thing I don't like, is she doesn't really have feet, but let's kind of maybe put her like this at the bottom. I guess her shoes are probably supposed to be covered in her dress. I don't know, but she just looks funny without any feet. I'm going to kind of rub that around so it doesn't ooze out. Okay, and let's just put her kind of... And you know, one thing I did notice about these little books that I didn't realize, and it says it on the thing, they're perforated sheets. So if you tore one out, it's not going to make your other sheet fall out. They are perforated, so you could tear out the page. So there we are there. There we got that little gal there. All right, so now I just want to do a little stamping with my butterflies. So let's I'm going to use this butterfly here. Okay. Now I did use a heavier little acrylic block when I stamped it on the cardstock. So I'm hoping that this will still work fine, the lighter. And I'm going to do this one in that, this is chipped sapphire distress ink. Okay. And I'm just going to go maybe a couple of pages here. And let's just randomly stamp. Alright, see how well that does? That's just absolutely fun. And then I'm going to do another one back here in that sapphire. And then I'm going to do a couple in the little picked raspberry. It's kind of a pink, but it's the oxide, so okay, hopefully I got ink everywhere I needed to. Those little ones don't work as well as the big ones, but okay, so I'm just going to kind of randomly stamp there. Oops, yeah, that turned out good. Okay, so there is that butterfly, and then I'm going to do just a pink one kind of in the middle here. So let's do, I'll probably do the little butterfly on this one. Okay. Let's just do the little butterfly. Whoops. Okay. We're gonna just randomly stamp a couple of little fun butterflies. So anyway, guys, this was just a really quick little project wanted to do here. And just a little personal fun notebook. And you could always do a little, you know, paper doll on the back as well, or a butterfly, or maybe stamp, you know, the bigger butterfly on the back. So there is that. And then also, I wanted to show you one more thing that I was working on. Get this put up here. Okay, so one other thing I was working on that I thought would be fun is this like a masterboard, only being small. So I kind of had a picture of what I wanted to do that I was going to put here on my phone. But what I thought was I would use this as a base, kind of just, you know, centered up here. And then I was going to start using some of these pieces here to kind of work around. Work around my, and these are just some of those pieces from the little book pages, or whatever they kind of are supposed to be, but they're like little book pages. And so this is kind of what I thought I've got the little paper here, the little handmade paper. All right. And I'm just going to build up, okay? I'm going to build up around this. Let's see, just some random. And what I'll do is I'm going to get this laid on here and then I'll stick it down off camera. Let's see. Let's see. I think this here is a smaller one. I want the bigger one back here. There we go. Alright, and then I want this little small one here, and maybe like so. And then I'm going to use some of the sticky. Let's see, let's put this like here. Okay. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to add it somewhere like so. But anyway, I'm going to build up around. I want to just build up around. Let's see. Yeah. That should have went in there because I wanted the number sticking out. Okay, and then I have like this. Get this back up here. All right. So something to this effect, and then I was going to take maybe the little label here, put maybe there, grab this little piece of mulberry because I wanted that little leaf in there. But anyway, I'm just building like a masterboard on just a little sized paper that will actually fit on the cover of this. So let me get this stuck down, and I may even kind of sew around it, and I'll come back and show it to you. Okay, so I got this put together, and I stitched around it, and then I stamped with the little butterfly stamp. And I went ahead and inked around it in black, and I inked around this in black. I actually tried to put some fabric here, but I didn't like it. And the reason why is because I simply didn't move this far enough over, and it made it kind of off center. See if I've got a, well, I don't know what I did with the, oh, here. I had a couple of pieces of fabric, but because I didn't bring this kind of more over, I thought it looked odd. Otherwise, I would have put this fabric on the binding there and gave it a little something more. But since I kind of centered it here, and I should have brought it more over here to make it centered when I put the fabric on, I just took it off. I didn't want to go there. So I did get this done. Now this would make it a really pretty one if you did two of these. And what I did was I just took an 8.5 by 11 and cut it in half, and I think I had to trim it down just a little bit to fit. But what I did was I just did that collage, or like your little masterboard on this here, and then it's just the right size when you get it to stick on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick this on the back of this one instead of using another book. This was just kind of a fun little collage using some of those little papers and things from the subscription box. So if you get a chance, the next time you're at Walmart, if you haven't already seen these little books, these are just really nice little. They'd make great gifts if you're doing the gifts at Christmas and stuff. And who knows if they'll still have them at Christmas. You might want to pick them up early. They weren't very expensive. I can't remember because I bought these some time back. Probably a good, well, it was probably right after the first of the year. So they weren't very expensive, though. They may have only been 98 cents or something. I don't think they were very high at all. So, but anyway, they would make great little gifts at Christmas time, just to make someone a little book. So here we go, guys. This is just, and you could put a glassine bag or something here even for a pocket, or make a pocket. But we got our little tabs, just adorable. You know, there's our little side. I just love it. Could have done more paper dolls in there. So anyway, guys, just a fun little project. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and have a great day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.